foot down and going back the other way.
240 laps on 1.25 miles, where turns 3 and 4 have a 100-foot wider radius than turns 1 and 2. Green flag and the Enjoy Illinois 300 is underway.
And he almost had him clear off it too. Talking about Kyle Busch. Here comes Blaney on that outside, still holding strong.
Just make a note of that. Whether the outside takes advantage of this start or the inside, because that could play implications later when we have these restarts.
Blaney with the drive off turn number 4, back to the line, side by side, even up. Blaney by a foot, leads lap 1.
Sets up a good conversation for later, just like you said, Mikey. That inside line only lasts if it's good on that. If you come off at 2, not in the lead, you're in trouble.
Back in the pack, Corey LaJoy has touch and around, goes the 45, Tyler Reddick.
Not much damage that I see.
He was 11th going into turn 1. Something wrong with LaJoy, who dropped to the back of the pack before he got to turn number 1, and is now caught up to the field under caution.
Right there, up on the right hand of the screen. Looks like, I think that's Keselowski who's trying to get underneath him. Stenhouse Jr. trying to get off him, trying to stay off of him. Mikey spun himself around. No harm, no foul, though. I don't see a lot of damage.
First caution of the day comes very early.
We know pain.
Win this race over Will Power, who's been having a fantastic fight pretty much all day long.
Yeah, you see it right there. We talk so much about how the in-laps and out-laps on a great flag cycle are so important. That time on pit lane, almost even between the two, only a tenth and a half, but a second on each the in and out laps for Alex below. He's at 2.3, almost 2.4 seconds quicker over the cycle. So big advantage to Alex below. Thank you to NTT for that information as we see Marcus Ericsson, Kevin, come to pit lane.
So the best case scenario is just 4 points. Get inside the top 10. He's going from primaries and back out and trying to find a smooth spot back into this racetrack. It was a nice thought at the time, wasn't it? Hoping for more caution to put yourself at the front with that strategy. Ericsson's going to come out behind his young rookie teammate Marcus Armstrong. He'll slot into 11th position ahead of Colton Herta. Marty?
You guys have given a lot of praise to Marcus Armstrong. Right now in the 9th position, having a very impressive day. Now, he has never driven an oval, but he hung out with the team at Indianapolis. I asked him today, does that make you want to drive ovals more or less? He said 100% more. In fact, he raised his hand to Chip Ganassi this week and said, you know what? Iowa and St. Louis are open in the 11 car. I would love to jump in if you'll have me. So he could make his oval debut a little earlier than we expected this year. And in terms of passing Joseph Newgarden, he said, quote, Newgarden looks like he's driving for his life. I'm going to hang out here for a while, let him make a mistake. I think we have the speed to get by.
Armstrong told Hinch and I earlier in the weekend as well, Marty said, would I like to have done the 500? Of course. He said, but on reflection, I'm glad that I got to witness it. Sit on the box, listen, and learn the cadence of the month of May.
Exact same reason that you saw NASCAR star Kyle Larson there in Indianapolis with Arrow McLaren Racing to learn, listen, watch, observe, understand the schedule, the cadence, everything as Larson prepares for his Indy 500 debut next season.
I guess we could say in your long career there is a first time for everything. What happened?
Yeah, I mean, just don't know. Obviously, just got I got a lot of understeer. I mean, it's on me. I need to obviously see the tape and understand. But as I was just saying to Kathy, I'm just disappointed in myself with all the errors this weekend. Just not driving well. It's hard when you're in a position like this. It's hard to escape to figure out why, but ultimately it's on me. You got to perform a heck of a lot better than that. Particularly on a day like this, it's just not typical of me. I know you've got to stay on the dance floor, and I just don't. I don't know what to say. We weren't good. Obviously, even in the race, we were in pretty bad shape. But it's just it's disappointing, and sorry to United Rentals Fifth Third Bank, to Fleet Costa Care, all of our big partners that have committed so much to this program. It's been a really tough couple of months, and we need a reset. I need a reset, and I need to come back much, much stronger in Road America.
Well, when this wraps up here tonight, those Rebel Atlantic cars are on their way to Sebring, Florida. No rest at all because they need
3 crashes from 6 races coming into the season, or sorry, into this race for Grosjean. Had the hit at Indy, Texas crash.
look everything on.
Nothing for you to be disappointed in.
Don't know if that happened on his own or battling with another car.
Based on his reaction in the cockpit, you'd think the first, it may have been an unforced error, but we'll wait for the replay to determine that. But he is furious. Maybe at himself.
Turn 4 just got onto the apex curves, right into the apex wall, and it fired that number 28 straight into the outside wall. So yeah, unforced error. You heard on the radio, hey, it was a tough car to drive. They clearly were struggling with the balance there, but that's a tough break.
I would say Roman has the unenviable title this year of being the highest placed, one of the fastest cars and drivers this year with the least to show for it. He has 2 podiums from 7 races. The rest can be summed up in this body language.
As we said it at the start, that the winner today.
Wild ride. He told us earlier this weekend he doesn't even remember seeing the sparks flying around. He was just like, wow, what's happening?
And a lot of people asked him, why did you open your visor when you're upside down? He said, because it was pitch black, because the cockpit was trapped. I didn't know where I was. So terrifying crash for Kyle Kirkwood, and comes back here in Detroit, swinging. Tough start to the race.
To Alex Palou. 14 laps to go here in Detroit. Let's do it again.
Palou with a bit of a power slide out of that last corner. I'm not sure power is going to be close enough to pounce.
Watch Kirkwood. Kirkwood at the top of the screen. Caution's out. David Malukas.
David Malukas didn't make it to the start. I think that's on the finish.
Contact somehow.
Did Kyle Kirkwood get ahead before the yellow came out? He had an HMC motorsport driver, David Malukas.
What the heck?
Palou did get in a little deep. He had some rear lock, and that pushed both him and Will Power wide.
Rear wing's broken.
He stalled after Scott Dixon got into him.
hurt
So
it.
a bit of a chain reaction there, and as you say, the big winner, McLaren of Alexander Rossi.
Look at Colton Herta trying to work Scott McLaughlin and get forward. Herta still has that damaged front wing, but he's trying. The leaders now coming to the backside of the track. We'll see what kind of run Will Power can get this lap.
Single digits, 9 laps to go. Alex Palou has bolted. Alexander Rossi is the next one in his mirror. And then we pick up Power, Rosenquist, Dixon. Kyle Kirkwood's not out of this one either. He's working on Scott Dixon a little further back.
Push and pass is now back.
On a restart, they've had to do it so many. Grab
Pace car in right there.
a race win to go with. Flag is out. Here we go. Lighting it up off turn 2. Who's close? I like the look of Rosenquist on Power.
It's a great jump from Palou, but these 3 here, Rossi, Power, Rosenquist, all nose to tail. They got to sort this out when they get down to turn 3.
Who's the best on the brakes? Power goes wide. Rosenquist's got an inside run. Almost gets Power. Power's going to have the inside run for turn 4.
Rossi struggling with power down as Will Power goes past Rossi in an instant off as Rosenquist goes back to the front.
He's desperate for a podium, Felix Rosenquist. Rossi's going to come back.
Wow.
He's got teammates and they're not hitting. Really good top shelf driving from the McLaren man.
All of these drivers going to be on push to pass right now. Felix Rosenquist locking up that right front's going to be so easy without that downforce pushing that corner of the car down.
And this is what happened on the restart. Ran way wide. Just put the tire barrier. Oh, this might be a relationship changer for these guys. Rossi in the wall. Dixon pounces. Rossi's got the inside.
Rosenquist gave Rossi a big old concrete slapper with his right rear, and now Rossi loses another spot to Dixon.
One to go. Less than 1.7 miles. What a run this has been from Alex Palou. He was one of the standouts in the field in the Indianapolis Indianapolis 500 a week ago, led the majority of laps in the opening stanza. Pit lane incident, fought his way back to an unbelievable top 5 finish. Got his first street course pole here yesterday, came to Detroit as the championship leader, and he is going to extend his lead. This has been impressive from the Spaniard.
He's like a surgeon, so precise, so methodical with every step. Never a hair out of place in terms of his driving, and it has paid off today.
This was meant to be a Chevrolet party in the shadows of the General Motors Red Set, which is high above where we are now. It's going to be a Honda driver who spoils the party. Racing back on the streets of Detroit, and it's Alex Palou who wins the Chevrolet Grand Prix of Detroit.